I'm just stating the laws as they are. I'm not giving an opinion on that. So suffice it to say that with all the things that the Clintons have done and the Clinton Foundation, they have not been paying taxes. And that's what
Bingo.
NBA Analytics has been able to get. And what's in the news is that they were able to get information from their longtime CFO, Chief Financial Officer, Andrew Kessel.
Yep.
And he's on the record saying some pretty bold things, that the Clintons were commingling personal business and charitable activities for those.
And that's exactly what they're trying to say with Trump. They tried to say that with Trump at one time, commingling of funds. Now, the ones that are doing this is like the Clinton Foundation. I'm almost sure the Obama is doing the same thing because he learned from Hillary and Bill. And remember when they wouldn't let Eric Trump donate or help St. Jude's Hospital? But it was okay for Hillary Clinton to bilk Haiti out of $6 billion. Okay, commingling. Keep that in your head.
Not familiar with the term commingling, that means when you use business funds for personal reasons. And
remember when they were trying to say that Trump had paid, I don't know, $6,000 out of his campaign funds or some shit for a painting of himself? Okay, they were laying the groundwork for what Clinton actually did.
You're mingling, meaning that you're combining funds. When you have a business account or a business organization, the monies and the expenses that are used for business should be for business, and then you use your personal funds for your personal needs.
And the Clintons did not do that. Remember Chelsea's wedding? Let's see. God, there has to be a huge paper private server. Was that her funds? Was that taxpayer funds? Was that... Okay, see where I'm going with this? This stuff is creepy. Everything, like I've said all along, everything that they accused Trump of doing, they did. They did with Clinton. They did with the Bushes. They did with Clinton again. They did with Daddy Bush. They did with Obama. They did with McCain. They did with... My God, if you know what the new mafia is? The new mafia is have a foundation. It's prime for money laundering.
And so there's been a lot of commingling. So let's detail them. One, people are giving money to the Clinton Foundation and getting a tax deduction for it. So that's a decrease in potential tax revenue.
Okay, and then when you donated to the Trump camp or the Trump Foundation, it went to St. Jude's Hospital. It went to Wounded Vet Warriors. It went to, and all that money is shown. Okay, it's there. It's there. But when you look at Hillary Clinton's or any of these other guys, where did the money actually go? Can anybody show where the money actually went that was donated to these guys? I mean, Billy Bob got, what, $500,000 to speak in Russia? And they're saying Trump's involved in Russia? Get a fucking life. Okay, the only one that was involved in Russia was Mueller, Comey, Obama, Hillary. And until those guys pay the price of their crimes, this is not going to end.
Then you have money, expenses from the business, which of course is a charity. It's a charity, so they don't have the tax liability a person or corporation does. And here we have Bill Clinton doing things with charitable funds that should be done with personal funds. Once again.
Oh yeah, but hey, oh no, Donald did that. It's what do they call it? Projection. Okay. When you know somebody is lying, okay, I'm lying. So I'm going to call you a liar because I know I'm lying. So I want to project that idea onto you that you're the one that's lying. And that's where conflict comes in, because you know I'm the liar, okay? And how do you beat that? How do you beat somebody like that? Well, you get whistleblowers. You get little bits of information drawn out, like from people like Judicial Watch, Sarah Carter, what's the other? Jerome Corsi. Come on, Sean Hannity. They had to shut Alex Jones down. You know why? Because he was too close. These guys are pedophiles. They're devil worshippers. You know what? Here, I'm going to give it to you the way I get it. I'm 55 years old. I've never been a big church person. I didn't start well, I always believed in God, but I didn't know he loved me till I sat on the edge of my bed and asked him to save me from alcoholism. And he did. And then I got away from him for a little while, and I didn't talk to him again until my marriage was in trouble, and he saved me again. And then it was a few years later. Like I say, you have to keep up on your beliefs. Your knowing that there's something better than what's on earth. God would never create what's on earth. These people would burn in the sunlight if this was God's world. And I keep telling myself that too. This is what this old lady told me. She said, the heavens have been emptied of all the demons, and hell has been set forth on earth. Get a bug out bed. This was from like a 90-year-old woman sitting while I'm waiting to get a mammogram on my boob to find out where the cancer is. Now, God always does that to me. He always does that to me. He always does that to me. Just when I lose faith in man or in his plan, he shows me something. One time I was feeling like, God, why don't you just go ahead and destroy this earth? There is no good left. And then an eagle would come flying across the sky. Or I'd see a herd of elk, and they'd look happy and healthy, and there was plenty of food in the sunlight. Every time I have ever felt that way, God has showed me something beautiful. He still does it. He still says, Judy, you're getting lost in your own head. Let me show you something pretty. And he shows me the perfect sunset. Or he shows me a couple that are 70 years old still making out in the corner booth. Okay. Anyway, I regress here. I want you to hear a little more of the Black Conservative Patriot. This guy is smart. And he's like Candace Owens. Blacks are done being on the Democrats' plantation. You guys know you have every right, every means, every ability to do as well as anyone else. The idea is to keep the scabs, like back in Detroit, when a company would go on strike, they would bring in scabs, and that's what we called them, scabs. People that would come in and work those jobs for 1/3 the cost and undermine what we were trying to do as an employee base. That's where unions came in. That's before they got all corrupt. But anyway, that's what that is. And that's what they're doing by the Democrats allowing these scabs come in from Mexico to work jobs. Okay, the only way you can take care of this, and I see this 3 ways. I see build the wall, increase the security. I heard a great idea tonight that I thought was absolutely stunning. Build some military bases along the border. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Oops. Did I hurt you, snowflakes? PETA people? Oops. I think that's a great idea. Build some military bases along our border. Put the border wall at. I saw one great wall that was just absolutely stunning, man, where they drove on top of the wall, you know. They could see everything from miles away. They had, like in prisons, the little towers. I say, let's do it. And you know, secondly, No more benefits. If you're here illegally, you do not get benefits. You do not get voting rights. You do not get food stamps. You do not get education. You do not get nothing. And anyone that lets you live in their rental, anyone that hires you, will be fined $10,000 a head for everyone that they hire illegally. Notice what they did tonight. They're claiming that they got a couple down in one of Trump's golf courses that are illegals. How's Trump responsible for that? He's in the White House. He's not in the managerial house of that, whatever it is, golf course. Take that guy to jail. Who cares? You want to fuck it up? Fuck it up, dude. But don't lay it off on my president. He's busy. He's running a country. So, anyway, let's go on with Black Conservative Patriot. I just love this guy. He is just the bomb. He's the bomb.
Money that should be taxed or taxable. And the other thing that Kessel says that's making all the headlines is he says he knows where all the bodies are buried.
So does Flynn. Flynn knows where all the bodies buried. I'm still trying to figure that one out. Flynn, I know, didn't roll. Military boys don't roll. If Rex is having problems, then Rex is having problems as a senile old man. And he did his job. He stood in there where he needed to stand. He just couldn't cut the mustard. You know, I remember this the other day when George Bush Jr. was talking. His dad had 2 speeds. Awake, full speed ahead, and sleeping. That's Donald Trump. Okay, that's Donald Trump. He doesn't have slow, medium, and kickback and all that good stuff. And all these guys saying that he don't read and he doesn't understand, blah, blah, blah. Fucker knows more than you think he does. Or I still wouldn't be here. I got on board with him the minute he announced. You know why? Because I thought, here we go. Here's the man of the people. The first time in my 55 years of being alive, there's an alpha male. Okay? Anyway, let's listen to it a little bit more. I hope you don't mind, Black Conservative Patriot. I just loved your podcast tonight on YouTube. And I knew this had to get out there. Because you're a black guy, I'm a white girl. And, man, the liberals' heads must be exploding.
With the Clintons, this is probably both figurative and literal. So, what is the connection that I'm making here? Why am I mentioning this and then mentioning this push by the House of Representatives to have this hearing with John Huber before the end of the year? Because
the House will take over and nobody will hear again from these guys. Democrats are in cover-up mode. We have got to save Mr. Pimp Obama. Spying on an incoming president candidate. Comey, Clapper. Look at how much we found out. If Hillary had been president, you know what we'd be doing? We'd be burying our kids. Because we'd be in a war with Russia. Even though Russia didn't do anything. I still stand by this. Russia didn't do shit. It was Seth Rich. When he found out what Clintons were up to, because he was a good kid, 27 years old, he went into politics, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and then he saw what it was about. It was a cesspool of fucking diseased individuals. 70 years of corruption, 40 years of piss-poor presidents. And he believed in Bernie, and I get it. Bernie talked a good game. Now he's just fucking crazy. There's nothing left of Bernie. He sold out to Hillary, so anything that would follow him would have to either be derelict in duty of following politics. Because you know what politics are to me? They're the soap opera. They're the days of my life. They're the General Hospital. How many ways can we twist and turn? And are we stupid when we watch our soap operas? Don't we really know what they did? Of course we do. Okay? Of course we do. I regress.
This is where I'm connecting the dots. And once again, feel free to disagree with me. There's two things at play here. The biggest is that this report was submitted on August 11, 2017. The IRS sent multiple letters in last year, 2017 and 2018, to MDA Analytics. They confirmed that they received the submission. They said it was still open and under active investigation. But right before the midterm elections,
they said
the agency sent a preliminary denial letter indicating that it did not pursue the allegations of the wrongdoing by the Clinton Foundation because of several reasons. And
one was the public, if you can remember this, the public just doesn't have the interest. Are you fucking kidding? This is like leaving me at the end of Nip Tuck Season 5. What happened to Christian? What happened to Kimber? Did Julia and... did they ever get married again? That's what it's like for me. And if it's like that for me, I can imagine all 65 million of us. And next year, in 2020, I want to see 120 million support our President Trump. 120 million of you. It seems now you can do ballots by email, ballots by your friend picking them up, ballots by this, ballots by that. Fuck it, let's do it too. They want to play a game, let's play a game. Look at what they did in California. Voter harvesting. So you're going to send some fucking bimbo to pick up ballots from people that don't even have their driver's license numbers on their ballots and a thumbprint so that it can be scanned to see if that person even fucking exists. In today's age, that's what I do with my phone. I pick up my phone and my fingerprint goes on it. Why not a ballot? You want to be counted as a voter? Put your fingerprint on the ballot. In today's age, there's no way you could hide otherwise. This is why they constantly, the Democrats, oh, voter suppression. What the fuck you mean voter suppression? If you cash a check, if you rent a home, if you buy a car, if you buy alcohol, cigarettes, you have to have ID. And you're telling me you don't have ID to go to the voting booth? So I say to you judges, if you still are not worthy of this fight on the real ground level of it, who does not have ID? You know who does not have ID? Illegals. Unless they steal it, borrow it, share it. I, myself, have been victim of identity fraud. Somebody got to go to school on me for the tune of $22,000. I am still fighting that, and it's been 12 years. So, to whoever, Judy Jones, out there, you little Mexican sweatback bitch, that went to school and got a college degree on my dime, I say, fuck you. Okay? Voter fraud is real. And until we put a fingerprint on a ballot that's coming from home, till we have a driver's license ID for someone who actually is a United States citizen, and we have a border wall to stop the human trafficking and the little children that are being raped by the Illuminati and the Bilderberg groups, you fucktards. You know, did you know the United States is one of the biggest, besides Bangkok, of child pedophiles? Did you know that? In prostitution, United States. Where are those people at? I don't think in Biloxi, Missouri, there's too many calls for underage children to be raped. But I can see it going on in Maine, Maryland, Washington, California, Oregon. I regress. Let's go back to Black Conservative Patriot. I thank you so much, dude. If you're gonna charge me for this, I'm only doing this as an informational basis. And since they kicked my Laura Loomer off, and they're attacking a lot of the rest of us conservatives, we're gonna have to springboard off each other.
Reasons are laughable, and this is going to piss you off. The first was a lack of resources, and the other was possible expiration of statute of limitations on some of the allegations.
Right.
I just tried that Amazon pack that is all over the internet. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called Wikify.
Sorry.
Unfreaking believable. The Clintons were about to get away with this yet again. Yet again.
Them motherfuckers, you know how much they've gotten away with what? 46 bodies. You know who came in a close second? Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Yeah, that guy went down there. Nice looking colored guy went down there, find out what was going on in Broward County. Boy, a lot of shit happens down there. And that Snipes doesn't want to give up her job? What are you, fucking retarded out there? That bitch should be locked up, her pension's taken, her house taken, and confiscate her fucking jewelry. The bitch is as crooked as Donna Brazil, as Camilla Harris, as Frederica Wilson, this cowboy fucking bitch hat. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, if it's just the Democrats that are black, that are fucking crooks, but there's a lot of fucking white ones that are crooks too. But Elijah Cummings and John Lewis, and it's just amazing. And I'm not even prejudiced. Well, maybe I am. I'm from Detroit. I got my lunch money stolen from me every fucking day of the week. I was the only white family with 6 kids, and my mom was a bartender, and my dad was a Detroit cop. And every day I was robbed by a fucking little black kid. Or their big brother. Until my mom finally went out there and whooped the shit out of the mother. And then we could walk to school safe. And that was 1972. Anyway, I regress once again. I don't know. There is just an unsurmountable, black commentaries and black politicians and black aides. They get busted for shit all the time, but media never talks about it. Oh no, they're black. It's like, you know what, I didn't vote for Obama because he was black the first time. I voted for him because he was a smooth-talking fucking pimp salesman. The second time, I knew he was full of shit. And I get in a fight all the time online with Ann Coulter. Where's the wall? Where's the wall? How come we still don't have repeal of Obamacare? Hey, Ann! If Trump could do it on his own, he fucking would. Okay? He's been trying to work both sides of the aisle, like a real president does, you know? Instead of just kill your opposition. But anyway, I don't know. And you probably need to take some anti-hormonal stuff or smoke some grass, have a cup of wine, drink less coffee in the morning. But you freak me out, girl. I'm 100% woman too. I've been into politics probably as long as you have. I've just been doing it on the local level to keep my fucking thieves at bay here in Wyoming. But anyway, let's go back to, I love this guy. He black conservative, man.
MD Analytics. Now, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, understand the risk-reward model. When you have a job, I'm not going to get philosophical here, but when you're an entrepreneur, you think someone getting a job is risky. Of course it's risky because they can fire you at any time, and then you have no, if you depend on just your income from a job.
Well, you know, they love you being on the public dole. That's why they want legalized marijuana. You know what? I own a company, and each one of my rigs is about $200,000. I'm not going to put you behind the wheel of one of my trucks going down the highway of $200,000 plus the fuel that's on board, and I have to keep $10 million of insurance in case you fuck up and run somebody over. Okay, so, 2 things on this. As a business, you want to get stoned, do it on your own time. Until they figure out a way, excuse me, to tell me that you're not stoned when you come to work, you won't work. You may as well stay home and live in your mother's basement, smoke your grass until you're 50 fucking years old, and wait for your mom and dad to die to live upstairs with the green curtains. But if you want a job, and President Trump has done a great job on this, energy sector is letting loose. Here up in Wyoming, we're rocking. I mean, it's been a long time. And yeah, we got them stupid Sierra clubs and the wildlands projects and Soros' one green government. Oh, the sage grouse is going to die. Well, the sage grouse, you know what was killing them? Predators. They're ground birds. Wolves, coyotes, foxes. Fuck, I'm out on like 8 Mile and Zero Road, 10 miles outside of Casper. I've had 11 foxes removed. I don't get them killed. I take them out further. I have my guy come out, gather them up, take them out to 25 Mile Road, move them out, and leave them some bait and food for a while till they figured out how to keep going. Because they're beautiful, majestic animals. You can live with animals. Wyoming's biggest problem right now is they're upset about bears and wolves. Okay, Wyoming has never been very smart on management. I don't know why. I don't get it. Probably because up in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, that's where the rich folks go, like Ted Turner and, you know, those kind of people. It's all green, it's all beautiful, and then they put their poodle out on the back fucking patio and can't figure out why a fucking something's took it. Sometimes it's just an eagle that ate their goddamn dog. Hey, we're not California. You know, up here we own guns. Up here we hunt fish, fuck, fly fish, burn coal, dig coal, drill oil. Don't like it? Don't come. I'm sorry Fluffy died. Not my problem. Anyway, I regress one more time. Let's finish up with today's headlines. We'll do that. Let's get these guys going.